Hi, welcome to Forgotten Legends of Sound. This is Kevin and Ian. Today I wanted to do IQ with the Frequency album. And this album is kind of an interesting album because I remember when this came out back in like 2009. This is kind of like the album that got me into this band and everything. And I like the sound that they're going for here. It's definitely a little bit more prog rock oriented, less of the metal and everything, but it's just they got a lot of good like melodies and things in this album. And I remember online everyone raving about this album, being like, oh man, this is the best prog album of 2009 and stuff, and that kind of like encouraged me to check it out. So today we are going to do like a review analysis of this album. We're going to go through each song and rate it between like a 1 and a 10. And so yeah, I don't have much of a huge history with these guys, but I actually think they made a pretty darn good album here. So I just wanted to do something a little bit more prog rock-ish, for today. And so anything you got to say about IQ?
I don't have a whole lot. I agree. I do think they have a pretty good sound. I'm not the most versed in IQ also. They're a band that we have a lot of their stuff, but I've only heard a tiny bit. Kevin's more into them than I am. But there are, I really love bands like Marillion and stuff, so I feel like IQ is a band that I should get more into.
Yeah.
So this would be a good, push to get me more into them. I mean, I've heard this album a number of times, and yeah, I agree, it is pretty good. But
yeah, and there's a lot of those kind of like prog rock bands out of like England and that whole area and stuff. So yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna jump into the album. Like I said, not a whole lot of backstory, not a whole lot to say, but I just think this is a pretty sick album. And definitely, buy the album, support the artist and everything. We do this channel just for free, for fun. We want people to enjoy the music and also support these artists and everything, So anyways, yeah, man, let's just jump into Frequency. And we got the lyrics up and everything, so we are immersed.
Alrighty, here is Frequency with the first song, Frequency.
The first atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima, a military base. On Hiroshima, a military base. On Hiroshima, a military base. On Hiroshima, a military base.
We'll have to see how the sound is as we go.
Right.
Yeah, I remember these first two songs are pretty cool. Maybe a little bit.
right, man. I'm gonna give that song a 10, dude. I think this is a great intro song for the album. It really sets the tone and mood for the album. There's almost like a thoughtfulness to this album that I really enjoy, and it's just captured so well on this particular song. I do wish that they went back at some point to that sort of melodic verse section, you know, because that part, like after they do the first verse, and it's almost like a what do you call it? Like a bridge where it's just like, but I don't remember how I'm supposed to be. You know, I love that section there. That section is like my favorite part of the song and everything. I do like when things get a little proggy in the second half and everything, because there's almost like an unnerving kind of feeling in this song, you know? And, you know, talking about like atom bombs and, you know, energy and, you know, whatever. Science.
Science
and
stuff.
But I still think it's a really cool song. I like everything in it. I wouldn't change anything. I almost would have been okay with if the song was a little longer. Like I would have been cool if there was like maybe just some, even during like maybe the instrumental section, if there's a quiet part where the piano just takes over and just starts going, or heck, even end the song like that instead of doing the whole like you know, I would have been cool if the piano was just by itself, you know, when he's just like ride the frequency, and then it's just like you know, like a Van and Plaza ending. I think that would be really cool.
In some ways, the sort of is, it feels more like an introductory riff rather than an ending riff, you know? So in some ways, the fact they go full circle to it, maybe it just wasn't really necessary, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, no, I give it a 9 too. I think it's fantastic. There's something about the song that I feel like it's like subtly grows and grows and subtly gets more intense and more involved.
Yeah.
And all the bass and all the keyboards and all the guitars, like everybody just kind of comes together and creates, it's almost like the sum of all the different little parts comes together. Really, really cool. I think it's awesome. 9 out of 10. I guess the keyboardist for this album is Mark Westworth. And I guess the other guy, the dude that played on the Arion album, I guess he was the keyboardist from like the 80s to 2007 or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
So anyway,
so there's like a new guy?
Yeah, there's a new guy.
Okay.
And I guess this guy's only on this album too. Like they got someone else.
Well, I do like his playing, and I do like the tone, you know, of his keyboards.
Mark Westworth, for you know.
But yeah,
I agree. I to me, like some of the keyboard stuff sounded a lot like Richard Barbieri, like Porcupine Tree kind of sounding stuff. And I was kind of like, yeah, this is so immersive. This is so like just gradual, the way it's just like growing, and like I don't know. I think it's really cool. The sounds and stuff that they use is really great. This is like to me, this sounds like a blend of like Porcupine Tree and like Marillion, and I dig both of those bands a lot. Right. So IQ, I think, is also by default also pretty dope.
As kind of a side tangent with her, I love that solo on the Human Equation, that IQ guy.
Oh,
you know? And then it does something else. It's on like the second disc. I can't remember the song, but anyways.
I can't remember either.
When you watch the little making of Human Equation thing, you see him playing it and stuff, and it was just so cool.
I don't remember if it was. I thought it was the other keyboard guy though, the one from Mexico. I thought it was him.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Because I think
it's been
the
a long
IQ
time
guy.
since
I think
I've
the
seen
IQ guy only did the keyboards on Loser when it does that whole.
Oh, really? Really?
stuff.
Oh, so he didn't.
Let's find out.
Yeah. I am kind of curious.
I'm kind of curious.
Like
Martin or Ford.
I thought he did that one solo on that one song,
and he might have. I could be remembering wrong too. I don't know.
Well, while Ian's looking up, I just want to like hearing this album and everything. There's a reason why I wanted to do it for the channel and everything, because it's like I think there's just this subtlety in this album that's just really just awesome, you know.
Yeah,
and I think it's great. And then I think after that it goes into like a violin section and stuff. Or, anyways,
you're thinking of it's like day 13 Sign.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, man, I can't remember.
But anyways, we're doing it live, so if you can't find it, it's okay. We can just move on to live support and everything. But we are probably going to do the Human Equation for this channel sometime, you know, because it's like that's an album that's dear to us as well. And so, But,
Yeah, and we might do marbles at some point too.
I know, right?
That would
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
But yeah, I wanted to do like a prog rock album today, and so yeah. Should we just press on with life support?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
So Joost van de Broek, he's I guess the keyboard dude for After Forever. Yeah, so Martin Orford, the IQ guy, he did the synthesizer solo on day 15. I thought day 16 was Loser. I wonder what day 15 is then.
Good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man,
It's been a while since I listened, so maybe
Yeah,
my
and
memory's
we
wrong.
we haven't
Day
watched
15
that DVD in a
Betrayal.
while. Yeah, I think that's the one that I'm thinking.
You
of.
might be right.
Yeah, because he does that. You know,
Yeah, you might be right.
and I think it's a song that has that whole.
Oh,
dun,
the-
dun, dun, dun,
so-
dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Martin Orford. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
think
I'm
you might be
thinking of.
right.
I think
'cause
I am right.
I guess Ken
yeah.
Hensley is the Uriah Heep keyboardist.
Hammond
He
solo.
did the solo on Loser.
Yeah, no, I think I
Yeah.
am right. I think I'm remembering
you're right,
it
too.
So,
Yeah.
y'all heard it here.
Y'all heard it here. Kevin's
yeah.
right. You ready for life support?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, that's a great
Like-
song though, and this new keyboard guy is pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. So,
What do you think the lyrics are kind of about?
Honestly, I think the song is about like it to me it's about like consciousness in like science and stuff. Like when I'm hearing these lyrics and stuff, it reminds me of like the atom is talking when he says like when I was split into two and I don't remember where I was or whatever because the atom bomb like went off and everything. And so it's almost like that's how I read the song as like a perspective from
Some consciousness in the atomic age. or
exactly, and
something.
it's like I go through the walls, you know, I ride
yeah.
the frequency. It's like I'm everywhere, you know.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
That's kind of because like
That
you
actually
know,
makes the lyrics
it's like
kinda more
before I
cool.
was undiscovered, meaning that like we didn't develop the atomic bomb, you know,
And we didn't
when I was
discover
invincible,
atoms until what, like 17 or 1800s or something.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And the future was unrelated, alternatives all pursued. The lives have got separated when others were split in two. I can't help us think that when others were split in two, I feel like that's the splitting of the atom right there, like a direct reference. And I don't remember now where
Humanity,
I'm
too.
supposed to be. I slide between the waves and ride the frequency alone.
It's about people. It's about God, the devil. It's about humanity. God, what do you mean? What do you mean nothing happens on this earth?
What? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah,
With
I
that
was
guy.
quoting adaptation, but
yeah.
no, you're right. Yeah,
Because there's
I
there's
was
a
quoting
scene
that.
when,
Yeah,
yeah.
One Flew Over the
talking
Cuckoo's
about-
Nest and an adaptation at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to life support.
Life support. No, I like those. I like your interpretation of
Do,
lyrics. I think.
do
it's
you
pretty
kind
cool.
of interpret it similarly, or do
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds good.
You
to
were like
me.
just proggy stuff. You
It's
know,
just
there's a lot of
freaking
proggy
science and
lyrics,
stuff,
yeah.
man. It's just science. All right, you ready for life support?
Yeah, let's do it.
This song is dope.
Yeah.
No, I like his voice. It's cool. I remember this one had like a long instrumental section or something to it, right?
I don't think so. This is a short one. It's like 4.5 minutes or something. Like,
Oh, I didn't know that.
it does have kind of a weird ending though.
How it might have gone without a place to belong.
Yeah.
I could see we played into their hands, and they picked our bones until we proved them wrong. It's only a moment, the minutes and hours, they fly from me now as then. It's all in the details.
kind of ends on a sort of ominous vibe, which is way different from the beginning. Alrighty. So
Sorry.
I give it a 8.5. I feel like I like the first track more, but the first like couple minutes of this song is freaking beautiful.
It's a 10.
Like
Yeah.
it's a 10 for the first bit, and then the long drawn out sort of mysterious guitar vibe. It's cool for a bit, but 3 minutes or so of that is just kind of a little too much. And I don't know. I feel like in some ways it feels like it's more of an interlude to like the next song or something. You know. It's kind of like building tension and whatnot, and you know, I can't remember how track 3 starts, so you know, it's like how does it start?
I was singing it, yeah. It's like
so like I don't know if like thematically it really flows better when you're actually listening to the whole album or not. I don't, you know what I mean?
don't know. I mean, like this one ends on an ominous note, but Stronger Than Friction sounds pretty positive to me. It's a bouncy song, like it's more upbeat. So
I wonder
don't
why
know.
this one kind of ventures off into that,
Yeah.
and then it kind of just ends. You
I don't
know?
know.
I don't know. It's still a great song, but 8.5 it has some limitations for me. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 also. I'm with you. Like I like the first 2 minutes more. There's a part where they kind of pause and then they just go back into the whole ding, 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 and then they kind of do it again for however many measures. And I wish things got a little bit more frenetic the second time that they're doing it. I mean, the drummer's doing a little bit more, but I wanted the bass guy and the drummer and everybody to start just really going off the rails, because when they go back into it, it feels like it's just more the same.
Yeah, it
you
almost
know?
feels a little bit incomplete. Like if that was like an interlude
Yeah.
to something else, you know, then it would like kind of make sense because you're kind of like transitioning to something else in the song, you know, going through a journey. But it almost feels like we're taking a detour, but then we don't actually arrive anywhere.
Right,
That's kind
right.
of what it feels like.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts. It's not a perfect song, you know. I still really enjoy it, but
Yeah.
I just wanted something a
And-
little more.
And that Nichols dude's vocals in the first like couple minutes is freaking awesome. Like he's got a great voice.
Yeah.
You ready for Stronger Than Friction?
Yeah, let's do it, man. This song here is actually the song that convinced me to buy this album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, track 3.
Sometimes sometimes truth is stronger than friction.
Yeah.
I was trying to do a joke,
Bad Religion.
but I'm too sleepy. Yeah. Too sleepy for jokes. I do like the guitar player. It's like a good groove. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'm digging.
There's that you hear that little, there's that you hear that, like it
Yeah.
sounds almost like a little bell, like bell. Yeah.
Oh, this is sounding good. The bass guy's kind of like doing a little more there.
The light that strikes against itself is
to the Orient, and he played in a ton of bands.
Genesis.
No one ever thought
I
about it.
can see its face.
No one had the will to wonder why. Only you refused to die.
Very tranquil.
For now there is no isolation.
Yeah, dude. And then it just goes right into 4. 4 is another kind of ballady one, which 4 is awesome. I'm gonna give that one a 10, man. I like I said, this is a song that got me into this band and got me into this album. You know, after hearing just that pop and everything.
Yeah, that was great.
Like it was just so groovy and everything. I loved it, man. And there's some parts of the song that I like more than others, but man, the musicality, like the guitar player, the keyboard player, and the drummer, dude, like everyone is just doing just fantastic. I think the weakest part for maybe this song and maybe this album in general is I wish maybe some of the lyrics would hit harder for me, you know, because then these songs would be like total like masterpiece, awesome, you know, because
like the lyrics are maybe a little like detached or distant, like,
a
or
little
vague, so it kind of it's hard to connect to them.
It's hard to connect, like, you know, but musically it's all just phenomenal, you know. And maybe there's something more to the lyrics that I'm just not picking up on, you know. I'm not a huge sciencey guy, you know. I'm just too dumb, but like, yeah, it's such a great song, you know. I think the song's great. I don't know if I like it more than Frequency, but both these songs are probably my 2 favorites, I would say.
Well, as a prog listener, someone who enjoys lots of prog, this song
Prog
lyrics,
as in P-R-A-G-U-E. No,
the progressive music. No, I give it a 9. This song's freaking awesome. I agree with you. The lyrics are kind of a little vague. I'm like, okay, you know, but that whole like Shadows of the Moon or whatever, you know, bit.
Yeah,
the Shadow of the Moon above.
It was a great ending.
It's an awesome freaking ending. I was all in. The first third and the last third were the best parts. I like that manic little middle. The middle part kind of lost me a little bit, and 10 minutes is making sure it takes a lot of my like I gotta have a lot of patience and stamina, and you know, I don't know. I struggle with long songs in general, unless they're doing a ton of cool stuff. But these guys really are doing a lot of cool stuff, and I agree with you. The musicality is really freaking cool. 9, man. This song kind of like really impressed me. I didn't really remember it
Interesting,
because I'm not as familiar with this album. I'm not as proggy, you know.
Well,
I think it's pretty sick.
I am kind of curious, like, you know, because I've gone through this album quite a bit. It's been a few months since I've listened to it, but I don't feel like I pushed this album like a ton on you. I've played it around you. I've played it around you, but I haven't pushed this album as much as like some other stuff, you know. So I'm curious on like what's gonna surprise you, as we're going through this, you know.
No, and that's the thing too. Doing this with lyrics and listening to it, my attention is all focused. I'm not like doing other things while listening, so I think that's helping it a lot too. This album is very like it's very rich in sound. If that makes sense. It just sounds cool.
And I like that comparison you said about like a mix with like Porcupine Tree and Marillion, like kind of together. I think it's pretty good. So
you ready for track 4?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is One Fatal Mistake.
Yeah, this is a great one too.
This sounds good. Boy Meets World. Or Boy Meets Girl, I mean. The beginning just sounds like 80s.
Right. 80s happiness.
I like it. I think it sounds cool.
There's nowhere I'd rather be, 'cause no one can mean more to me. In tenements racked against the wind, our desperation reined us in. You drifted so far out of range. I held on, but everything changed. How can you be everywhere at once, but nowhere to be found? Imagine all you could have been. Eventually you would have seen
think this one was probably the weakest one for me so far. You know, like I like ballads and stuff, but
You want to do a little more? Oh.
yeah, I wanted a little bit more.
It is an interesting album, though. You know.
Yeah, I agree. It is a good album. Yeah, I think I give this one a 7.5. I think one thing I'm noticing that I think is a little bit of a weakness in this album is some of the vocal melodies almost sound like he's just kind of speaking some of these lines rather than singing. Like it's I like his voice, but I kind of wish he did a little bit more different things with it throughout the album. You know, the chorus I felt like just kind of didn't really like cling to me all that much. You know, imagine all the mysteries you made of the great adventures. You know, one fatal mistake. You know, I don't know. It's not very like poppy. It's not very catchy. You know, like it's good and it's nice and everything. Like it's a great song, but I feel like it's kind of a step down from the previous three. What do you think?
I'm kind of in agreement. I think I'm going to give it a 7.5 also. I feel like IQ does a very good job with like key changes and stuff. And I felt like this song was a little too straightforward, you know? Like I wanted there to be almost like some key changes from like happy, tranquil to sad and forlorn or something, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted, you know, because when you're talking about one fatal mistake, I would have been, you know, like something similar to Frequency with that key change of, but I don't remember one. You know, I think they're good with their key changes, but it seemed like they went for more lackadaisical kind of chorus and just kind of
almost
land.
I think
like
in some ways because the music stays kind of in the same and his
Right.
vocals are kind of in the same place, it doesn't feel as adventurous and it doesn't feel as interesting as like the previous ones where they're doing a lot of more different stuff. And
Yeah. Like I like the verse section the most. Like, and honestly,
too.
I feel like the lyrics are pretty relatable here. Like I like when they exit the chorus and go into the, you know, you broke me, you have no idea. You know, like you could have really monopolized more on just kind of like, you know, like that line is just so good. You broke me, you have no idea. In darkness, I see more than here. Impossible, even I can say, many would have walked away. You could have really just gone further into the...
punched it home.
Yeah, you know, something a little bit more forlorn and sad or something. You know, I would have been happier with that, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, in some ways, like I know you mentioned that Marillion is very like spacey and dreamy or just, you know, and I kind of
never
feel
said
like
that.
this but you know what I mean? This is almost like ethereal to a fault. in some ways, you know?
Right. Like, well, that's why I feel like track 3 really stands out when it's grooving and really just like popping, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. You know, like, you know, that pop, that snare pop, that bass pop, like,
You ready for Wreck Your Skies?
yeah, let's do it.
Wreck Your Skies. Here we go.
I'm curious how these next 3, like, because I don't know if I've gone through these songs with lyrics, so I'm curious how I'm gonna connect with these last 3 because I'm much more into the first 4,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, we'll see. Might be pleasantly surprised.
They sound good though.
Fighting for breath, running on empty. A fortress carved out of steel, black and surrounding. No other survivors. The walls without end. So where have I come to?
This kind of a good introduction. different though, you know.
Responsibilities in ruins at the door.
Yeah, I wish the vocals were a little more sense.
Get it knocked into your thick skull. It's really not that hard. It's a cast iron binding covenant, and this is just the start. There are insults and injuries you heaped upon yourself, but
that like this song was less like time-wise than track 3, but it felt so much longer than track 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're both roughly 10 minutes, but this one's just short by 45 seconds or so.
Yeah.
But like track 3 didn't feel like it dragged out, and it felt like there was just so much going for it.
Yeah.
This song, I'm going to give this one a 6.5. This song is a weaker song for me. Like, it's good, but some of the melodies and things, it's like we've already heard some of these before in some of the other songs, you know? And so there's just not a whole lot that stands out. Sometimes when it does start picking up, you get a little bit more, piqued interest, but then it kind of lets you down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, like, I feel like, I just feel like the whole song needs to be kind of reworked. Like, I don't think it's bad. I just feel like it's a bit derivative, you know? But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I give it a 5. It's kind of average. It's a little too long for me. I wish there was a little bit more difference in some of the melodies. I wish things kind of stood out a little more. And one problem is the way they kind of have that chorus go out with the whole, like, you'll never fly, there was a time, you know, like, that just, it takes a long time to do these lines. And I don't think those lines are really that worthwhile to spend like 30 seconds on ending a chorus or something when all you're doing is na na na. You know, it just seems kind of it's just drawn out, you know. And I wish that it had, I don't know, I wish it was shorter and maybe just, I don't know. I can't think of how to fix that song, but I just feel like what they were going for with this one was just not really my thing so much, you know.
Yeah, I agree. It's interesting because, like, whenever in the past when I've read reviews and stuff, I think Riker Skies maybe hits better for some people, but it's never been one that hits for me, you know. And you know, it is what it is, but yeah. So
you ready for the province?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Province of the King, or the province?
I am your king. Who elected you?
You don't elect kings. The Lady in the Lake. Excalibur. Whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm liking this so far.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty good so far.
Before the veil was lifted and brought to light the facts,
Yeah, this is derivative of
the whole deception was complete.
But that might be on purpose, you know what I mean?
The sons of fathers buried their unconnecting tracks beneath the layers of deceit.
I do like the acoustics though.
Another place and time we'd have known. We would have seen the last of the lonely.
I just find that some of these arrangements they've done, like, you know,
A beast of burden heard in the tangle of the wire.
I do like this kind of consternation.
It's gone like it was never there. The great colossus rises and crackles under fire. The static charges in the air. In other realms of reality, my imitation heart will defend me to make secure
I did like kind of
what you believe.
This sounds like, oh, we're going on an adventure. Like, see had something going there. What are you doing? Like, this is all nice and all, but
Like, dude, you
guys-
got power freaking.
like, you can start rocking out now. Like,
yeah.
Jeez Louise.
They're like, oh, we can't be too going to the metal tunes.
Another place and time we'd have known. We would have seen the lost stand alone in other realms of reality. My unrepentant heart will defend me
I want them to go back to that.
against
It's like, okay, yes, it's good to build up, have some promotion, you know, like what's gonna happen. You gotta literally just rock it out, you know? Let's get busy. Let's get busy.
safer on the waves, too dark upon the shore. Pressure builds again, more ragged than before. When the will dissolves, it changes everyone. Something worse than us is waiting in the wings. Can't prepare for this, can't think of everything. Is it obvious what is and isn't done?
I like the drums, man. Yeah, track one.
Track 2. This is
Or yeah, track two.
Nice
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Track two. Sorry.
It's okay. Just don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
Okay?
The province of the king, the
So I guess they're
wilderness
doing kind of a lot of
of
things.
stolen things, the untold legacy in Usher keeps it out of reach till I bring bad tidings. The phone rings. There's no one there.
I don't know, this reminds me of like Dark Seas. You know, like,
Yeah.
This has that like dark vibe. Things are not in here, you know. It's pretty cool, though.
I cannot count the many ways because there's nothing real.
There's a little bit of like a Blackfield kind of vibe for some of the parts.
Yeah, like this a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it'd be a little cynical,
Yeah.
you know.
And then one guy would start complaining about whatever.
What ransom do you bring
To the wireless king.
before the wireless king?
Well, he told him.
Got him.
Yeah, what do you think of this one?
You know, it's rough a little bit because it's a little long, but there's a little more passages that I liked. Like, I kind of liked that chorus bit where he's like, you know, that chorus bit where it's like, no one like you can create confusion, embrace the negative. Like when he was singing higher during this chorus bit, I like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Some of the guitar playing was pretty cool. I give it a 6. I think it's pretty good. It's a step up from 5, but still it's a big step down from like those first 3 songs for me. What do you think?
I'm going to give this one a 7. Yeah, I think this is a good song, and this song does have room to grow for me. You know, it's one that when I hear it, you know, some of the passages and stuff don't retain. You know what I mean? But it's still a good song. But I'm least happy with, like, there's too many lyrics and too many vocal parts that don't add anything to the song, you know?
Yeah.
And again, maybe because I don't know the source material or I don't know what they're going for or whatever.
And
but
I liked when he was like busting out on the drums, and I wish they kind of went in that direction.
Yeah.
That felt
And
like
not lose that
little
momentum.
tease, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
freaking, you know, it felt like, oh yeah, man, we're getting excited for something really awesome rocking out.
Yeah.
And then they just went back to this little piano chill thing, and you're kind of like,
that was
I mean-
that was cool though, that section where they went back into that whole life support
thing.
Like, you know, that was pretty cool and stuff. The section that I liked was that it was like that proggy part where it was like short. It was like ding 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 ding. Like it was they kept on.
and then they're like,
No, but yeah, it's so I feel like there are some cool things with this song,
yeah,
but
but it also feels a little too bloated.
a little
you know?
bloated. Yeah.
You know?
I'd agree.
Maybe need a little more focus to it.
Yeah.
You ready for the last one? Closer?
Yeah, let's do it. But I would have been happy with the length if there were just more cool instrumental sections than these like verses that don't do anything
Yeah.
for me.
Here is Closer, the final track. I know, you're closer. I know, you're closer.
Yeah, dude, Anathema's great.
Yeah.
I kind of like this one. I remember this one being good.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I like this. This sounds good.
Yeah, thanks for doing this one.
Yeah, likewise. Next week we're doing another one. We'll go all the time.
Came the fate of many nations, founded on a lie, believed by everyone.
I like when his voice fits better in these ballady sections because he has a warmth to his voice. That's pretty good.
Assassination, watch the guilty fade. Now the work is done.
Taking it home, guys.
Taking it home.
Taking it home. Closer.
See, this feels like finale to me. I think this always works. And you're like, it should be over.
Yeah, it's like one second.
Hold on, when I'm dead and gone from you. Remember me as light, break you stay strong. Anytime you feel you're lost, I will carry you back across. Call out, send the word from there to here. Promise you I'll always know now. Nothing anyone can say will keep me from you anyway. And in the end, when other days have passed you by, if beauty has a name, waiting beneath the roomy sky, one and the same, wanting to keep the pain away. It never's made again. I can see everything get closer every day. Closer every day.
I'm glad they put me back to this. This is what I was more thinking.
Closer every day. Closer
This is beautiful, man. I'll do this again. The Halloween song, man. So good. That should have been like the ending to that album. That melody. They just kind of go back to whatever. That's another album. That's another day. Yeah. I think this is you, man. What are your thoughts on this last song?
I think I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I think I like it similar to Life Support. You know, man, those acoustic sections, you know, in the first 3 minutes, I wish those acoustic parts lasted longer. This is a song that I tend to forget about because it's the last song on the album, but whenever it does play, it does kind of leave you with a good feeling at the end of the album, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like when you've got a bunch of songs, it's important to have that last track be something that makes you feel like it was worth your time and everything, you know. And I like the optimistic lyrics and everything of this last track, and it's a good one. So not much more to add, but what do you think?
I feel like the first, I gave it a 9. I feel like the first like 4 minutes and the last minute were like absolutely beautiful. The middle part, or like middle to end part, where it was kind of being triumphant, sort of ending, kind of loses me a little bit, you know. But just a na, 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 na. I don't know. There's something about it that, and I like the optimistic vibe of it. I think it's just beautiful. It's a big step up. And in this song, as well as the first 3 songs, those all have very memorable vocal lines that he's singing. It doesn't feel like he's just kind of rambling,
rehashing. And
like the last like 4, 5, and 6. The vocal melodies feel like they're kind of just rambling on. They're like kind of sort of singing, kind of talking, you know, but they're not like very strong melodic hooks in the melodies or whatever.
Can you do me a favor? Track
Sure.
4, can you change mine to an 8? Sorry, I know you already added up the. So yeah,
Okay, well, I'll change mine to 8.5.
Because I do like track 4, man. I do like it.
Yeah,
you know,
you like
and that way you can leave the
final score.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so Ian's adding up the scores.
I gave
and
the last one
everything.
8.5 too, along with
okay.
you. Yeah.
Ian's adding up the scores and everything, and then we'll give you the scores for this album, and then we'll have you share your closing thoughts. I'll share my closing thoughts, I'm glad we did this album. It was kind of nice to do this one, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like sometimes it's nice to have something that leaves you feeling good after you. It's like when you eat a meal, you've got that one meal where it tastes really good, but then you feel like crap afterwards. But then you got that other meal where it feels a little lean and everything, and then you feel like, I can go running right now. I feel pretty good, guys. I feel pretty good after this album.
I feel good.
You know, I feel good.
I feel wonderful.
You know, and so a little pep in my step now after listening to IQ. But
no, I think it's a great record. I liked it. It's sound-wise, it sounds like immaculate, awesome, and the instrumentalists are all great. You know, there's a few things holding me back from loving it, but I still think it's a great record, and I think the musicians are great. And it's just a very I don't know. It just sounds good. Like it's a record that sounds good, and some of the melodies are good.
But I will say,
I know this is like the depth of my. I guess I'm tired, but I'm like, it sounds good. This sounds good. That sounds good.
But
like, not super. My words are not helping me right now.
But for me, like track 5 and 6 is a little bit of the downer part of the album, where you think like, I don't know about this album.
Yeah.
And then it ends with a good, good closer, so to speak. But
almost a banger. You might say.
But what are the scores, bro?
Okay, so I gave, for IQ Frequency, I gave it the lower score. I gave it a 7.64. Kevin gave it the higher score. He gave it 8.35. So the overall score we give this album is 7.99. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess let me ask you. Yeah, what are the songs that surprised you? I guess
the last one definitely, and track 3. Those two really surprised me. Those two were pretty freaking awesome. The first 2 I knew I was gonna like because I remember those songs, and I remember anytime you play this album, and even I've heard those songs on my own too. But really, the last 3 or 4 felt like brand new songs practically.
Right.
You know, the last 3 or 4 tracks. Yeah, it was good. What surprised you?
Honestly, the last song. I forgot about some of the parts in that song and everything, and doing it with the lyrics and stuff. It was pretty good. You know,
that was cool.
But it's like I knew going into this, I knew what I was going to like already, and I knew what was going to be a struggle already. You know, so I'm not surprised in that regard. But
yeah, you're kind of not really surprised with my ratings either, huh?
No, they make sense to me. Yeah. So. Any last thoughts, or that's it for you?
No, that's it. IQ's pretty cool, and I do want to. It was good. Yeah. No, I do want to jump more into their other albums a little bit more, and I remember listening to a little bit of their '80s stuff, and I was like, this is kind of cool. You know,
I heard their '90s stuff is pretty good.
Even
too.
that 2020, the Dominion album came out last year. I listened to that one, and I was like, this is pretty good too. But I need to listen to them more.
Yeah.
They're a band that I've criminally underrated, or I haven't listened to nearly as much. So I'm glad you picked this album.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing else to add. You know, definitely support the artist and everything. Ian, you got the next album. So, yeah, we're Forgotten Legends of Sound, and thanks everybody for watching.
Mm-hmm.